Hello, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm so glad you're here for this reading today. Let's get started. I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who's subscribed so far. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go down, click the subscribe button and the bell so you always get notified. I'm uploading readings every day, so I never want you to miss a reading. Also, if you need a private reading, this is just a general reading for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you want a private reading, go to my website, www.lizzamorsky.com. All the information's down below. So I've pulled your 3 Starman Tarot cards just like normal. And the cards that came out were Judgment, 10 of Wands, Prince of Swords. This is very strong energy, which I'm not surprised about because you're my fire signs. But what this is telling me is that you've been working your way through something that feels burdensome. And you've been carrying the load, you've been moving forward very step by step by step. And it's been really difficult for you. And so my heart goes out to you. I know these difficult times. I've been there too. But this Prince of Swords is coming and saying, you can beat me, you can take me down. He's doing that speech from Gone with the Wind that Scarlett does. You can take our things and our da-da-da, but they cannot take Tara. I don't know. But where she's like, they've beaten us down, but we will never be hungry again. And so this is your Scarlett O'Hara moment. You shall never be hungry again. Never go hungry again. But so the crow is coming in and saying, listen, I've been through this. I've carried the burden, but I've always stayed on my highest path. I've been pure of heart. I have good intentions. I'm not out to hurt anybody. I can withstand anything you throw at me, and I'm still going to rise. And you've got Judgment coming in, which is just this great new birth, intellectual pursuit. You can do anything. You can do it. So I feel like these cards, they're very heavy. It's masculine energy, but that's calling you to go out there and do it. Decide what to be and go be it. That's an Avett Brothers song. So good. So today I'm going to start the reading by trying something new. Usually I don't do an actual spread, but today I was feeling called to do a past, present, future spread. Oh my gosh, somebody just already came out. So I'm going to do past, present, future in this situation. So the theme of the reading, whatever this journey has been for you, I'm going to get more clarity for you with these cards. So the recent past of the energy is Ishtar Communion number 23. And this is from the Goddess Power deck. And what Ishtar is telling me is that you've been, in the recent past, you've been working your way through this transformation, through this change, where you're having to take all this old wisdom inside of you, where deep in your core, you know the truth. You know that, and that you know where you're supposed to be going. You know what the path is supposed to be. You trust it. But it's almost this new energy is coming in and trying to break you down. And that's the fighting. I feel like I've had this reading for you recently, but this fighting is coming in, or this really immature energy. It's something that feels very new to you is coming in and trying to test you, and it's beating you down and it's pulling you back, and it's just a mess. But there's this ancient wisdom inside of you, deep inside of you, that is allowing you to roll with the punches, to take things as they come, because then that's what's going to move you forward. So it's like you have the old energy that's able to move you forward. But I'm seeing a scene where it's a parent and a child, and the child is going, I hate you, you're the worst mom ever, and just really full of this hard, tough emotion. But it's because that child is going through these situations for the first time, and they're trying to figure it all out, and they just have big emotions, and so they're throwing it at the parent. And it's up to the parent to be the wise one and really see through those new emotions and get to the heart of the matter. Like, okay, I'm being told that I'm the worst mom ever. It's so unfair. But really, this child is expressing that this is the first time that they're aware that they're experiencing the fact that they can't have everything they want at all times in this life, in this reality. And so it's up to the parent to come in and to absorb those blows and say like, okay, I see what's really going on here. And so I'm going to help them get through it. And so I feel like that's what this energy is coming through about, is that in the recent past, you've really had to be that kind of the bigger man, I hear, or the higher person, or you have to take the high road. And you've really been feeling like, am I taking the high road in this, or am I absorbing everyone else's stuff that isn't mine? And so I think you're being called to really weigh that, determine, okay, where were you taking the high road, and because you could see through to the heart of the matter and really see what was going on, and where were you absorbing things that didn't belong to you and say like, okay, I'll take it. I just need to sit here and take it. And so I feel like Ishtar is coming in with this message of communion, where she's saying you need to integrate all of these lessons into yourself, make it oneness, this communal thing where it's figuring out what is actually yours, what was a lesson for you, what is helping you move forward because you're seeing the truth of the matter, and what are things that didn't really belong to you and you kind of became this Velcro for all this energy that you need to slough off before you're moving forward in the journey. And I feel like this is very much that 10 of Wands, Prince of Swords, obviously, but also it's a big dose of judgment, being able to discern, being able to see, okay, what do I take with me on the journey as we move forward, and what do I leave behind? Then for the present energy of the situation, I pulled a mystical shaman card, and this is absolutely gorgeous. Number 35, the medicine wheel. And what I want to point out is, I don't know if you can see it here, but in the judgment card in the background, the thing that stood out to me was that he's surrounded by these cards, and what they look like are 8s on them. And 8 is the number of strength in tarot. And so that had stuck out to me like, oh, he's surrounded by a lot of 8s, a lot of strength. But when I'm looking at them now, they also look kind of like owl eyes with the little beak in the middle. And so I think the owl eyes go to that Ishtar energy of having that wisdom and the discernment. But then the 8s, this medicine wheel is also an energetic 8 for the 3 and the 5. And so I feel very much like there's a lot of strength surrounding you in the present time, where even if it feels like you're in this 10 of Wands where you've just been carrying all these burdens, you are being fortified with a lot of strength. Not just 1 8, but these 4 8s from judgment plus this 8 from the medicine wheel. And the medicine wheel is also telling me the same thing. I'm so sorry. My Google password's required. Okay. Actually, that was a really fun little here's what the medicine wheel's trying to say. Do. That felt strong and fun, huh? But so in the medicine wheel, you have a lot of animals. You have the hummingbird on the top, very fast moving energy, but also it knows how to nourish itself, going from flower to flower and flower, taking what it needs, having all the tools, that long skinny beak, it has all the tools it needs to nourish itself. And it knows exactly which flowers that it can go to, but it's always moving really fast. Then we've got eagle. Eagle is, to me, supreme strength. Eagle, the hummingbird flits around. The eagle soars. The hummingbird has this long straight beak because it's supposed to go into the flowers and take the nectar. The eagle has this hooked beak because it's a hunter. So I feel like this is going back to that duality of are you just getting little bite-sized nourishment, or are you soaring above everything and taking the bird's eye view? Both are okay on your path at this present moment, but it's just being aware of where your energy is, because that's what's really going to push you forward. Ugh. Then we have this big snake. Shed your skin. Shed the old skin, move into the new. You can do this. And I see it's a very long snake. It's not a little garden snake. This is a snake that has endured, that's had to shed its skin many times. This is a snake that it has its head down and it's almost coming out of the card. So I feel like you are moving forward on your journey. You've shed your skin many times, so you know how to do it. But this is another time where you need to shed off the old lessons and then move forward, slither forward, move slowly and purposefully. And then we have, I don't know if it's a leopard or a cheetah in the background, but it's very focused. Very, very focused. Where it's a slow moving cat when it has to, and then it, boom, takes off super fast when it needs to. Also, like when it's hunting or when it hears danger. So this is also that judgment coming in. Again, you have the strength to discern where you are. So in this present moment, you have so much power, so much strength, so many tools that you've acquired, so many ways of being that you've adapted to, that you've evolved into. So this is really calling you to pull in, communion as well from the recent past, really pull in all of these different aspects of yourself, the fast moving, the nourishing, the soaring, the changing, the alert. Keep all of those, keep all of those in your tool bag. I'm seeing somebody doing fly fishing, and they have those big tackle boxes that they wear around their waists while they're in the water doing their fly fishing. I'm seeing you standing there with this tackle box, one of those big ones where it looks almost like the size of a picnic basket on the side, and you've got all your tools in there. So that way, as you're moving forward on the journey, as you're doing this Prince of Swords, as you're rebirthing yourself, you don't have to kind of, where did I leave that? No, in your tackle box, you have your strength, you have your nourishment, you have everything you need, you have your focus, you have your arrow, you have your snake. Pull everything in, pull your medicine in, and carry it close to your heart right now in the present moment, because we're going to be moving forward. Let me see what the future energy, near future energy is from the spirit animals, please. It's one of these two. Oh, what? It's both of them. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Oh, I love this. Number 34, hummingbird spirit. Y'all, you got 2 hummingbird spirits. Top of the medicine wheel and this 7 energy hummingbird spirit. Be here now. And this hummingbird is in the process of putting its beak into the flower to get the nectar. And so I feel like this is calling you back to, because I asked for the near future, and I feel like, the message here is that it's calling you back to the present moment. Be here now. Be here now. Because the hummingbird came out in your present moment, part of the spread too. So it's reminding you that in order to get everything you need, in order to get the nourishment of the lessons that you're learning, and to really fill up with everything you're supposed to be pulling forward on your journey with you, you have to be in the present moment and really be aware and be witnessing the present moment as well, where you're at. It's so beautiful. I love when these cards are not just speaking to one another, but where they're really there. And then number 32, another 5 energy, just like that Ishtar. So you started the past, present, future spread with a 5, and you're ending it with a 5. So I feel like this is talking about that cycle. The wheel of fortune is turning, where you're starting you're stopping where you started. You're coming full circle from the recent past to the near future. I have one person who just popped in my mind who I hope is watching this. And I just need to say, you're ascending. And so this is number 32, hawk spirit. Let spirit be your guide. And this hawk looks like, to me, the eagle. The hawk is also a bird of prey, but it looks like that eagle from the medicine wheel too. And they're facing the same direction. And so I feel like it was that hummingbird and hawk coming through from the medicine wheel again, saying like, no. Don't worry about the next step. Be in the now. Stay back in the present moment. Stay here. Really be here, because this is where the goodies are. And then you're going to get everything you need. You're going to be able to shed that skin, and then it's going to start spinning forward again. And let spirit be your guide. That's all about staying in the present moment. Don't worry that you have to plan the next 5 steps as usual. Okay? That's what we do. Be in the present moment. Be here now. Trust that there's a plan unfolding, whether you're driving the car or not. Oh, this is always our readings together right now. I love you with all my heart. I'm so glad you came here for this reading today. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, fire signs.